What's up? What's up? We have a Master Duel replay here. We are doing the Water and Wind tournaments, and yeah, we've got a pretty fun deck. So I'll go ahead and show it off. This is something we've been experimenting with as maybe like a Gishki alternative. I've been playing a lot of Sprite Gishki as of late, and I was recently introduced to a more combo-oriented version of this. And so yeah, we're giving it our own spin, and this deck in particular messes with a trap floodgate that did not get touched on the ban list for this event, so we are absolutely abusing that as well. So yeah, we've got the Grimness as usual, the Prosperity, Droplet, Called By, and then Salvage. This is one of the new combo pieces. Very fun, no once per turn. Recycle your waters with 1500 or less attack in the grave, and thankfully a lot of your non-once per turn searchers are all that, so yeah, it's just insane. It's a double search. So Grimness on its own does so much. So we can go into the Abyss, which searches the Vision. Vision grabs your monsters, starting with this big new boy here, the Gishki Gigas. Oh my god, what a powerhouse. 3200 monster. Two pretty cool effects. You pay 1,000, nothing new in Gishki, you're paying life points, draw a card. Then, if you do, reveal it. If it's a Gishki monster, you can shuffle one card on the field into the deck. Excuse me. So it's removal as well, which is just insane. And it's non-targeting shuffling, which is the best kind of removal. So you can absolutely set this up to be removal, in addition to just being draw power. Also, the soft once per turn means that you can absolutely abuse this with multiple copies of this card, which we also do. So we're going to go ahead and use the Abyss to search the Gigas, and then maybe we'll just call him Gigas. He's the Giga Chad. And then we're going to go into the Anemone, which just brings back the Abyss here, which is another search. So now we're going to grab, let's see, a Shadow. Okay, of course, right? So now we have both the Ritual Monster and the Ritual Spell card searchers, which means Salvage just goes crazy. Target both of these bad boys, and now we just get to double search again. It's just ridiculous. So now we're going to go ahead and grab another Aqua Mirror here. This is the one that requires you to do the exact tribute, for the ritual summon, and then you can shuffle it back from the graveyard into the deck, target a Gishki ritual in the graveyard, add that back to your hand. So it shuffles itself back to recycle your rituals. Awesome stuff. So we're going to get our first ritual summon here with our Gigas, and he's going to pay 1,000 to draw a card. Insane. So we'll recycle back, get the Neramanas, and now we're just going to ritual summon again, and this is going to be our 5th summon, so we're playing around a Nibiru here by bringing out the Neramanas now. Ooh, wow, look at that. So now we've got Neramanas on the field. Neramanas is going to bring back the Gigas. The Giga Chad here, again, it's not a once per turn, or not a hard once per turn. It doesn't mention the card's name on it. So this is once per turn per copy. So we brought back another copy of this thing, so it gets to use its effect again. Insane. You do have to reveal it, which is kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. So now we're going to go ahead and end on our Mistar boy. Look at this fantastic gentleman right here. He's got the little top hat and everything. So awesome. He also buffs up our waters, which is great. And then if he's destroyed, he can add a water monster from the grave back to the hand. So keep the engine going here a little bit. Set free. So Droplet, Called By, and Imperm all set here. Let's see. So they're going to be on a water strategy as well. They're going to try to bring out this Ice Jade monster here, which sets up a rank 10, which I don't want them to do. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Neramanas now, shuffle that monster back into the deck, and then let them try to retrieve this from the graveyard somehow. So they do end up having a little combo here with a normal summon, special summon. So we're just going to wait to see what they do with it, right? And so they then have a 3rd monster in the hand, which is just crazy. So they're going to now bring out a level 5 or higher, or 5 or lower Ice Barrier from hand or grave. I'm figuring they're targeting the one in grave, or they're going to go after it. So I'm just going to snipe that one now, force them to use their hand, and then see if we can get these last 2 negates to go hard. So they do end up bringing out from the hand. We're going to go ahead and Imperm here, because we're going to force them to continue to extend at every point. So really checking them along the way. None for you. They are going to Synchro Summon here into a 10. Not super thrilled about that. Yeah, they do bring out the Lancia. But you know what? As big as it is, right? They're going to get a token here, whatever. you know, it's really not something that our engine struggles to deal with. So we'll take the 100. They're going to kill our Mistar Boy, which is then going to recycle, right? So we'll get back our Ritual Spell Searcher, which will be fantastic for breaking the opponent's board. So now we get to showcase the bread and butter of modern Gishki here. Great, another Neuromanus, why not? Let's shuffle back the Aqua Mirror to grab back the Giga Chad as well. So now we're going to use the board breaker of the deck here. This Ritual Spell card is crazy. We can use face-up monsters our opponent controls. So we're going to go ahead and Ritual Summon using their monster. And what's great is, you know, they can trigger that if they want. But, you know, go for it. We got the droplet. Nice. So we're going to go ahead and use our first droplet. Hold on to the second just in case we don't have enough gas to kill him here. Stop this Trishula. And then we're going to go ahead, and this is just the nastiest interaction here. So the Necro Mirror has an effect where you can, while it's in the graveyard, you can set, let's see. Nope, that's not it. Yeah, if this card's in the graveyard, you can target a Gishki monster in your graveyard. Place that card on the top of your deck, and then this card on the bottom of the deck. So it stacks the top of your deck, which means that when we use the Giga Chad, we're hitting a Gishki monster, which means that we get to shuffle back. So what did we shuffle back? We, Resolution shuffled back their monster. Does not trigger when it hits the field. Is not destroyed by any card effect. Totally good to go. So now we're going to go ahead and search out our Aqua Mirror here. Bring out the Neuromanus. And then that's just going to bring out Giga Chad most likely. So sick. So we are a little low on life, you know, something to note. But that's just kind of how it goes with Gishki. So we're going to pay all the way down to 400. Insane. Hit another Gishki monster. Ridiculous. Now we're going to go ahead and normal summon, committing into ritual monster only attacks. So this does say we can only declare attacks with ritual monsters, but, you know, so be it, right? We have the ability to pump out 3 huge rituals and clear their board while we're at it. So we're going to Aqua Mirror back the last ritual monster here. And then we've got gas to go for the ritual summon. We're just going to Aqua Mirror and, you know, Zeal Gigas. We don't get to use the draw effect again, unfortunately. But, you know, it is what it is. And for that very reason, right, you know, there's no need to necessarily use that as ritual material. Not to mention, going for another Abyss sounds pretty nice, too. Just get extra searches. So at this point, they just drop out. And honestly, like, I don't blame them. So yeah, scary new Gishki ritual deck. Gosh, that's a tongue twister.